Hey guys, back again with another review. This time it's of Covert Affairs Season 1, Episode 3, Southbound Suarez, from the 27th of July 2010. This episode contains Annie Walker trying to get Julia, who's having an affair with a guy called Victor, who's a corrupt politician who's siphoning money into a bank account across different areas of the world. The fact that Julia is Victor's mistress doesn't help matters. So what happens at the beginning of the show, we see that Annie is playing at a college, playing football. And it turns out she's been spending time with Diego, a guy who's really wanting to give her the shillelagh, as I call it. And she breaks it down to him what's happening and what she needs him to help her with. On the other side, in Venezuela, Victor and his goons are killing some guy. So they strangle him like in the car. So she gets Diego to help her and he says, "Oh, you don't know about Julia." And she goes, "That's why I need you, Diego, to help me." He's in for it. They get to Venezuela. He's pretending to be her boyfriend while there, so he's grabbing her bum all the time and she doesn't like it, tell him to stop it. And it turns out that she was only meant to hand him over to someone else. But that person was murdered. So she has to stay in Venezuela and play his girlfriend even longer. So eventually they meet Julia and Julia's like, so you're doing this, doing that. They have a little confrontation out in the hallway. And she explains to Julia what she needs her to do. Now, we meet Victor, and Victor's quite a charming looking bloke. You know, suits, lovely. Looks just like a politician. Got that look about him too. She says she's got to go to this event. And he says, "Oh, I'll come with you." And this is where the best part of the episode comes. He gets her, they get in the car and he speeds. Yeah, that's right. He speeds. And then he tells her to get in the car on the other side and drive. While he's basically interrogating her. And he confronts her. And he holds a gun to her when he goes, "Oh yeah, so you're not who you say you are." She drives fast. Hits him, boom, 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 amazing, fantastic scene. So then we get the fact that they're arguing back home. We don't see a lot of the other characters from the series. Just them basically going, "Oh, should we keep on with the mission? No, it's not fair." You see a little bit of Augie getting a bit concerned about Annie, which is nice because, you know, they're going to have a relationship. They got to. It's just got that feeling in there, you know. Then she goes to help get Julia and Diego. Diego's out in the hall somewhere and she's getting Julia to help her get the thing. Thus then they end up back in America because they've escaped. Julia being the stupid mistress, his girlfriend. Plus she has money in her own bank account in the Cayman Islands that she uses to pay for this children's place and to pay for Diego's tuition. So Victor comes on over with his goons and she meets up with him and they're all driving and goes, "Come on, let's go back." And then he gets on his henchman to try and strangle her. Plus they shoot and he dies in the car and blah, blah, blah. And Julia's all right. And that's it. Now, I know that this episode was really thrilling when it came to the car scene. But some of the problems I have is the characters are not getting to be developed. I don't feel like the characters are developing at the right pace that they should. Another problem is this episode was a lot about letting go, especially for Annie with the whole bracelet and Ben Mercer and all this stuff. And I don't like it. I'm getting a bit fed up with it. You know, this whole thing with, "Oh, she's got to let go" and all this, because we know what's going to happen. It's bound to come up, and what's going to happen is it's going to come up, and it's going to reduce all, and she's going to have to get rid of it all again, because that's what happens in these type of shows. The storylines are all cliched, because if you've seen it once in this, you've seen it a million times before in other spy shows, other detective shows. And it just feels like they're overusing certain storylines that should be more unique. And the character of Annie seems to be very capable, but at the same time, she does feel a bit rookyish, which I do like. I like the fact that she does seem to be messing up a little bit because she hasn't even completed her training, really. So that is a bit unrealistic, but like I always say, it's a TV show. If things were realistic, we'd be quite bored, wouldn't we? We wouldn't be watching it for what it is. And that's the thing. When people go on about realism in a series, in a lot of cases, they'd be sitting around doing paperwork and we'd be bored witless out of our skulls. So overall, it was a great episode. I liked Diego and I liked Julia. I thought there were two characters that I felt bad for because Diego was the cocky guy who had no clue, basically. And Julia believed that he loved her even though she was his mistress. If you're someone's mistress, in a lot of cases, and they're staying with their wife, there's a reason, darling. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see much of Joe Wilcox either. Joe Wilcox is supposed to be keeping an eye on Annie. We see him a couple of times in the office, but nothing to do with Annie, which is a bit But we'll see what happens in the next few episodes. Overall, it was a fun episode. I liked it. I liked Victor as a villain, and I liked the car scene. The car scene won the episode over for me. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the episode. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks, guys, and take care.